Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Assalatu wassalamu ala Rasulihil Kareem. Amma ba'ad, fa'awzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you, sister? Alhamdulillah. Okay, so today, in today's lesson, which is lesson 44, we are going to study Jumlah Ismiyah. In last session, we did revision of Jumlah Ismiyah that we did in lesson 17. So last session was just the revision of Jumlah Ismiyah. So I didn't upload the video because it was just lesson 17 Jumlah Ismiyah. So we went through this lesson, and today again we are going further and we are going to review further this Jumlah Ismiyah and different parts of Jumlah Ismiyah. So today is also we are studying Jumlah Ismiyah, and let's go for the revision of lesson 7.2 to our docs. This is the slides that I use for recording and presentation, and this is the doc. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Okay, so this one we did last time. I don't know whether we did these examples, but inshallah we will be doing these Jumla Ismiya examples once we go through the revision and the abnormal structure in Jumla Ismiya. Okay, so excuse me. So this is 17.2, and last week we revised up till here. Like we revised where the invisible is in Jumla Ismiyah. So in Jumla Ismiyah we know that if there is Ism Ishara, and Ism Ishara is followed by an ism without al, then is just after the Ism Ishara. And if there's a proper noun, independent sorry, not proper noun, independent pronoun, damir munfasil, then is just after it. And if there is proper noun like ar-rajulu followed by a common noun, then is just after the proper noun. And also wherever there is a break in the chain, first break in the chain. Okay, so first break in the chain is the word is just after first break in the chain, and the break in the chain could be just after jar majroor fragment or harf of nasb fragment or idafa fragment or mawsuf sifa or ism ishara mushar ilayh, pointer fragment or harf ataf fragment. And there can be combination of different fragments too. So we need to look at combination of different fragments, just like we did last time. This one, ar-rajulu tawilul muslimu. So ar-rajulu is like this one is going up till here. This chain, this fragment is going up till here. So though it's just one fragment, mawsuf sifa fragment. Ar-rajulu is mawsuf and at-tawilul muslim al-muslimu sifa 1, sifa 2. Though this is just one fragment, but break in the chain is happening here. And the same way over here. Inna zalzalata sa'ati shay'un azimun. So inna zalzalata, inna harf of nasb, then zalzalata ism of inna, mansoob ism, and again zalzalata, again mudaf, and then mudaf ilayh. So this is harf of nasb fragment. Let me point it out here. This is harf of nasb fragment, and this is mudaf ilayh fragment. So two fragment without any break, coming side by side. So we need to see where this chain of fragments is ending. So first break of chain is happening here. First break of chain is happening here. So that's where we are going to put is, right? That's where we are going to put is in our translation. So that's how that's the thing we revised last time. Okay. Now we are on lesson 17.2 revision. So today our main focus is basic structure of a Jumlah Ismiyah. Basic structure of Jumlah Ismiyah, you know that it has three parts: Mubtada, Khabar, and Mutaliq bil Khabar. And these three parts of Jumlah Ismiyah come in the same sequence, like first Mubtada, then Khabar, then Mutaliq bil Khabar. So these come in the same sequence, like let me mark it over here. First Mubtada, then Khabar. That's the usual sequence. First Mubtada, then Khabar, then Mutaliq bil Khabar. But you also know that sometimes Khabar is absent. Sometimes Khabar is absent, and Mutaliq bil Khabar takes the place of Khabar. So sometimes we have only two parts, Mubtada and Mutaliq bil Khabar. Okay, so that's slightly different from normal. Normally we have Mubtada, Khabar, and then Mutaliq bil Khabar. Okay, so let's I'm just going through these points about basic structure of a Jumlah Ismiyah. Okay, so the ism that comes first in the sentence is called Mubtada. Most of the time. Sometimes ism comes first. The ism that is coming first in this Jumlah Ismiyah is not just ism. It has a harf of jar also. So then it's this one is not Mubtada. This is slightly different. Over here, we have the examples over here. They are slightly different from normal sequence. Okay, but most of the time, the ism that comes first in the sentence is called Mubtada. Meaning wise, Mubtada is the topic of the sentence, and it is usually the part before is in the sentence. Mubtada can be a single ism or a fragment or even a chain of fragment. We just saw the chain of fragment, right? So it can be just one single word, one single ism, or it can be a fragment or even a chain of fragments. The rest of the sentence is predicate, gives us information about the Mubtada. The rest of the sentence gives us information about the Mubtada. So Mubtada is the topic of the sentence, the unwan of the sentence, and the rest of the sentence gives us information. That's why we call the Khabar and the Mutaliq bil Khabar. The rest of the sentence is Khabar and the Mutaliq bil Khabar. The main information about the Mubtada is called Khabar. Usually there is some added or related information besides main khabar, which is called Mutaliq bil Khabar. And sometimes the main khabar is absent and Mutaliq bil Khabar takes its place. Like this one. Alhamdu lillahi. Alhamdu is Mubtada, it's proper with al and single ism. And lillahi, li harf jar, Allahi ism jalala, ism majroor. So lillahi is Lillahi is mutaliq bil khabar. Lillahi is mutaliq bil khabar. So where is the khabar? Lillahi is mutaliq bil khabar. Alhamdu is mubtada. So where is the khabar? Khabar over here is mahzuf, hidden, omitted. Not hidden, it's omitted. It's not mentioned. So alhamdulillahi, all praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be is hidden, or the grammarian says that the hidden omitted khabar is sabitun or mawjudun or mustaqarrun. So it is ascertained, or it is there. It's the fact that all praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the fact, or sabitun, is hidden. So alhamdulillahi, khabar is hidden or omitted. Omitted, basically. Mahzuf. Okay. Ar-rajulu fil bayti. Ar-rajulu, again we have a mubtada, and then fil bayti, and mutaliq bil khabar can be a harf of jar fragment, or can be a harf of jar fragment, or zarf, special mudaf plus mudaf ila fragment, idafa fragment of a special mudaf, right? So mutaliq bil khabar can be a harf of jar fragment, or idafa fragment of from special mudaf, right? In the tahta, like this one is tahta is special mudaf of place. So special mudaf of place and time or zarf. So this is idafa fragment of special mudaf tahta, right? So this one again is what? Mutaliq bil khabar. Again, al-kitabu tahta al-maktabi. Al-kitabu is mubtada. Tahta al-maktabi is tahta al-maktabi is mutaliq bil khabar. Khabar is not there. So we don't see khabar. Khabar is mahzuf. Khabar is mahzuf, not mentioned. And mahzuf khabar is mawjudun. We can say mawjudun. Al-kitabu mawjudun tahta al-maktabi. Right? So the grammarian says the omitted khabar or khabar that is not mentioned can be mawjudun, sabitun, or mustaqarrun. So over here, al-kitabu mawjudun tahta al-maktabi. Mawjudun is not mentioned, is mahzuf over here. Let me clear all this. Okay, now we have a different sentence structure, and you are looking at lillahi in the beginning of the sentence. So over here we have MBK in the beginning of the sentence, right? MBK in the beginning of the sentence. Li harf jar, Allahi isme jalala, ism majroor. So this is mutaliq bil khabar, and mutaliq bil khabar coming before even mubtada. And khazainu samawati wal ardi is what? Is mubtada. And the chain goes like this. Khazainu is mubtada marfu bidamma, and you can see that this is light and no alif lam. So it's mudaf, then as-samawati is mudaf ilayh, then we have harf ataf waw, and then al-ardi is matuf ala as-samawati. So the chain is going the chain is going on. First fragment is this thing, Khazainus Samawati, Idafa fragment. And the second fragment is As-Samawati wal Ardi, which is Harf Ataf fragment. Okay. So this whole thing, this whole green chain is Mubtada. This whole green chain is Mubtada. Now, because MBK is MBK coming first, so this is slightly abnormal sentence structure, slightly different from the normal structure. That's the thing we are studying in this Jumlah Ismiyah revision, and we are emphasizing on that. Because regular structure, Jumlah Ismiyah, we already did in lesson 17 to 17.4, 17 through 17.4. Okay. We already did this information that Mubtada is always Rafa, and Rafa, especially is except for Harf of Nasb fragment, and Mutalik bil Khabar is either Harf of Jar fragment or a special Mudaf of time and place, right? And usually it comes after. Mutalik bil Khabar usually come after Khabar, and sometimes takes place of Khabar. Okay. Mubtada is usually proper. Marifa. Type of Mubtada is usually Marifa. And type of Khabar is usually Nakira. Khabar is usually Nakira. I think there are some examples also. Like Huwa Talibun. Huwa is proper noun. Oh, proper noun, yes. Independent pronoun, and pronouns are always proper, marifa. And talibun is nakira, one student. Antum muslimuna, antum is independent pronoun, which is proper, and muslimuna is common. Hada baitun, the same way hada is ism ishara is always proper. And baitun, kitabun, aqlamun, these are all common noun, nakira, right? So the khabar, mubtada is proper. In the type of mubtada is usually proper, and type of khabar is usually nakira. So some important point about lecture. These are lecture points for mubtada. Dream lecture point. So points. Mubtada, usually it must be proper. Either it should be rafa, or it can be nasb because of harf of nasb, right? And when we see harf of nasb, then harf of nasb and its ism together are the mubtada. So inna and insana together form the mubtada. A mubtada could be a chain of fragments, as we just saw in this lillahi khazainu samawati wal ardi. So khazainu samawati wal ardi is mubtada. So a mubtada can be a chain of fragments. Okay, and then another point, an independent pronoun or a pointer are usually mubtada. So we just saw an independent pronoun or pointer ism are usually mubtada. You can have multiple mubtada also, and you can identify them by common sense. So multiple mubtada can also be there. Okay, so look over here. If half of nasab, then it's ism, it's mansoob ism, together form mubtada. And then innal insana lafi khusrin, in this particular sentence we have mubtada and mutaliq bil khabar. So the khabar is mahzoof here. Mutaliq bil khabar is there, and khabar is mahzoof here. It can be sabitun. Innal insana Sabitun lafi khusr. And then Allahu alimun bi zati sudur. Allahu mubtada. Allahu ismi jalala mubtada rafa. And then khabar alimun. Alimun khabar again rafa. Mubtada and khabar to, both are rafa in a status, but mubtada is usually proper in type and khabar is usually nakira, common in type. And over here, Allahu alimun bizati sudur is MBK. And over here, look, not only B and ism majroor is going into MBK bucket, but as-suduri, which is mudaf ilayh to zat. As-suduri is mudaf ilayh to zat. B is harf jar. Zati is ism majroor. And zati again becoming mudaf to as-suduri. So zati is mudaf and as-suduri is mudaf ilayh. So bizati sudur, the chain of fragment going becoming the chain of a fragment becoming mutaliq bil khabar. Okay, did you get it? So not only for mubtada the chain has to be there, not only for khabar the chain the whole chain should go into khabar bucket, but also for sometimes for mutaliq bil khabar also the whole chain is labeled as mutaliq bil khabar. Okay, let's go to the dream book for the rest of our revision. Okay. Yes, this is grammatical labeling. Okay. Before go, I think 15.3, 5.3 is, let me check. Hold on. Okay, so this is grammatical labeling. And look, when it comes to grammatical labeling or i'rab of a sentence of a Jumlah Ismiyah, we use a two-level labeling system. The two levels are sentence level labels, also known as macro i'rab, and fragment level labels, also known as micro i'rab. This is I'm reading from Dream Book. Okay. Think of sentence level labels as bucket that contains words or fragment inside of them. So sentence level labels are the higher level labels that deals with the parts of a sentence on a larger scale. And fragment level labels are used to further dissect the sentence level material. Let me show it the way we were doing over there, or we can do it over here, but these are not complex. Let me go back to those examples. So what is macro level and what is micro level? Macro level is this thing, like we were doing. This is what? MBK and then mubtada. This is macro level. Okay. Mubtada, mubtada, mubtada. Then MBK, MBK, MBK. Large buckets like this, like mubtada, khabar, and MBK. If we divide the sentence into mubtada, khabar, MBK, large buckets, three major parts, then it's macro level i'rab. Now, if we go into the chain, the chain of fragment that is there in the mubtada, So okay, now this time I'm going to underline it with different colors. So khazainu, now I'm dissecting. Now I'm going a level down and checking whether this mubtada has chain of fragment, right? So khazainu samawati is idafa fragment, and then Khazainu is mubtada, samawati, Khazainu is mubtada wa huwa mudaf, and as-samawati mudaf ilayh. And as-samawati is also a part of fragment, which is harf of atf fragment. So wow is harf ataf, al-ardi is matuf ala, al-ardi is matuf ala as-samawati. Okay. So this is another fragment from here to here, another fragment. So this is micro level Arab. Macro level Arab is here, up till here. Mubtada, mubtada alhamdu, mubtada mutaliq bil khabar, mubtada mutaliq bil khabar. This is macro level Arab and micro level Arab when we further locate different parts of a chain of fragment. Okay, so far so good. Okay, going back to where we were reading. Okay, now rather than thinking of these two types of labels as separate system, think of them as two levels of the same system. So we were just going through the Arab, and the way we have been doing for examples, the same way we see where is mubtada, mutaliq bil khabar, and khabar, and then if there is a chain, the second level Arab is if there is a chain of fragment, then we label the chain of fragment also. That is the second level Arab. Okay. The inner working of this system will become clearer as we move through the chapter. So, and this is again the same. Al-mubtada, khabar, mutaliq bil khabar, right? Every Jumlah Ismiyah must have a part before is. Like mubtada has to be there. Mubtada, you cannot have a sentence without mubtada, without a topic, right? So mubtada is the essential part. Khabar can be there, cannot be there. So this means that it must have a mubtada and either a khabar or a mutaliq bil khabar. It may have both a khabar and a mutaliq bil khabar. So sometimes you do get all three parts, sometimes only two parts, mubtada and khabar. Or sometimes in other sentences, only mubtada and mutaliq bil khabar. This is again emphasized that you cannot have a Jumlah Ismiyah without a mubtada. Okay. Take a look at the following examples. So this is the example. The mubtada is in underlined once, and the khabar twice, and the mutaliq khabar 3 times. So let me do it the 2-level Arab for this. Let's do the first level Arab. Okay. First level Arab. Mubtada, khabar, mutaliq bil khabar. Okay. Now second level Arab. Second level Arab is harf of nasab and its ism. Inna is harf of nasab. Inna is harf of nasab. And then salata is its ismu inna. Okay. Ismu inna. Salata is ismu inna, but it is also mudaf. Why salata is mudaf? Because it's light and it has no alif lam. So salata is again, salata is ismu inna plus mudaf. Mudaf. Salata is ismu inna plus mudaf, and ka, this damir muttasil ka is mudaf ilayh. So this, what I'm doing is second level Arab. Second level Arab, labeling the ism within a chain of fragment. And this whole chain of fragment is together making mubtada. Okay. Sakanun is one word khabar. So this is just a khabar mufrad, and it is like sakanun, it's a marfu and it is nakira. And lahum is mutaliq bil khabar. Li harf jar and hum ism majroor. Damir muttasil majroor. So certainly your prayer, certainly is coming from inna. So inna salataka, look, is after the chain. Inna salata, certainly prayer. Salataka, your prayer. Indeed, your prayer is sakanun, relief, lahum, for them. Okay. So let's do the Arab of the next one. Hold on, should I make it bigger? Let me make it bigger. Okay. Where is that? Okay. Now I'm doing Arab of this sentence, Jumlah Ismiyah. Wow is harf of ataf. So I'm not labeling it. Starting from huwa. So first level is macro level labeling, mubtada and khairul hakimin. Khairul hakimin. So this is a fragment, and this is khabar or mutaliq bil khabar. We have only two parts here. Huwa is mubtada and khairul hakimin is khabar. And within this khabar, we have a fragment. Which fragment? Idafa fragment. Khairu is mudaf. Khairu is mudaf. This is second level Arab I'm doing. Khairu is mudaf and hakimin is mudaf ilayh. Majroor bil ya. This ya, ina is telling us that it's majroor. Okay. Wa huwa khairul hakimin, and he is the best of judges. Okay, so far so good. So you know how to do a first level Arab and then the second level, macro level Arab and then the